welcome back to Drive Like a Girl,
Episode 17.
Woo!
I couldn't hear the clapper.
Could you not?
Mashed it out. No, I think Yeah,
You
okay.
can't hear it. What
Oh no, literally I can't.
the hell?
I think Teams is very good at like
Yeah,
getting rid
but
of the background.
sometimes you need it.
I'm like
Anyway, welcome back, guys. We've been long gone. We've had many issues, technical, bad moods, unwell moves. But we're back.
We're
The
back.
season's finished. What the hell?
I know, I can't
I want to
believe it.
start with your whole thought process of the whole season. If you
Oh
could
my
think
God.
back to when it first started.
When it first started, I think I was so pessimistic on what was like ahead. I don't know. I
What
should
was
have watched
what was
back
our
episode
predictions?
1.
What was our predictions?
Is Max Verstappen, okay?
Yeah, dominates.
I'm going to say a prediction right here, right now. I think he'll win overall.
Okay. Well, no, I just really want it to happen. If Lewis Hamilton's going to win his 8th, I think he's going to win his 8th. Well, I don't.
Whilst he's
No.
with Mercedes, because
This is what story?
Yeah. I'm so intrigued to see what I said because I don't remember. I think I was pretty pessimistic, or maybe I was blindly optimistic. I don't. Now you've seen it, you see what I've said. Maybe I was either really optimistic, like no, it's going to be our season. Max won't be very good, or I was.
Which you're right, he won, but still, it was a better season. Yeah.
It was a much better season, and I don't think I would have seen that coming. And I'm very pleasantly surprised of how the season went, the variety of winners we've had, the like just cinematic, pure storylines that I cannot wait to see lived out on Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
I've loved
I'm
it.
very excited. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think I've learnt a lot. And it's been very interesting and very dramatic. There's obviously was a few races that weren't as dramatic, but
Yeah.
overall, I think it's been a really good season, like one that will go down.
In history. I think
And
the only thing
it continues like this. I hope every year is gonna get better and better. Now I'm a fan.
It's all because of you, Jess.
Yeah.
I hope I hope next year is just as good. I think the only thing that was missing from this year to make it that cherry on top was the real race for the winner at the end.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there was that, 2021 Lewis Max.
No.
Serious, which, obviously, as we know now, Max won 2 races before the actual end of the season. So there wasn't that same end, but we don't often get that anyway. So that I think would be the only thing that the season was like missing, I think.
I definitely agree with you. But we did get to see the championship for the constructors. That was a bit of but it's not as dramatic. I don't think for us anyway. I don't think it was as dramatic. But yeah, I was a bit worried at times when we were watching it that McLaren weren't gonna get it because obviously Piastri spun out with the collision with Max, which I think was so bad on Max's part. Like at the end of the day, mate, you've
already won
the drivers' championship. You're nowhere near the constructors. So just why are you racing like that when you know McLaren? I just couldn't believe it.
I know.
And he got a 10-second penalty, but still, I just thought that was not.
And he was so upset about that. He was literally like whining about that. We're like, calm down. You literally won.
But not as much as he used to, and I think that like as he has done in past races, because obviously he probably doesn't give that much. It doesn't bother him as much, but still, like, why would he do that? It probably wasn't an accident. I don't know. Was it an accident? Maybe it was, but I just think no, that really annoyed me. But we haven't talked about, obviously we have us two, but not on the podcast, about the George and Max situation.
Oh
And it's
yeah.
kind of long gone now, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be friends anymore. But I can't wait for it on Drive to Survive. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Apparently they've got like they filmed the full like face-to-face fight argument, so I can't wait to see that. I
So
really
excited.
do. I know we have like actually I think we do agree. I've always been like George isn't my favorite and he's a bit of a like wetty, but I actually I actually think he is a nice guy, but I also think Max is a nice guy. And I can't tell in this situation, like immediately from the off and from my TikTok, I was like very much like Max, like on
Yeah,
Max's side.
yeah.
And then George has like since come out and said his side, and I don't know what to think. I don't know
I
what to
don't know what
think.
to think. I don't know what to think. I think I am definitely swaying more towards Max, but that's just because
Mm,
I genuinely think Max tells the truth. But then I don't necessarily think that George is a bully, like he says. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just obviously I can see George being sassy in the meeting with the stewards and being like, this isn't right. But like, so would anyone. So then
Anyone,
it's kind of
yeah.
like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very excited to see this all unfold.
I know. I wonder because it could be like it literally could play out in so many ways. Like, was Max right, and was George being kind of like a teacher's pet, FIA's
Yeah,
bestie, just wanting to like kind of play by the rules and didn't stick up for Max, and Max is actually like a man of the people and he's telling the truth
yeah,
and like yeah.
yeah,
Or is Max being a bit of a spoiled brat, I get it my way, I should always get it like this, and why are you not
mm,
listening? And George has actually been
mm.
like, actually,
To actually
no.
stand up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know because we're not in the team. We're
We're
not
not there.
there. We don't see it. We're not friends with them. But I wish I was a fly on the wall
I
to
know, I
make my
know,
own opinions, but I just can't. It's so hard.
I
But
know.
anyway, the race, it was
Yes.
okay. There was a lot of overtaking. I mean, not great for Red Bull in the end. Didn't you say it was the worst they've performed in an Abu Dhabi race?
The worst that they've performed this season, I even think,
Season.
since Monaco. Um, so Max came sixth in the end, and is it since
Sergio
Monaco?
DNF.
Yeah. Sergio DNF'd, and again we ask ourselves, why are you
Why is he
here?
there? But obviously it's money. Obviously it's sponsors, like we've said.
Yeah.
But there is a rumor going around that Liam Lawson is expected to get the 2025 Red Bull seat over Franco Colapinto and Yuki Tsunoda. But I don't think they should do that.
Surely it's not true.
I think so. Get rid of Sergio. Sorry, your time's gone.
Your time is
And
up.
I think they should bring in Carlos and then
Yeah,
Franco
yeah, yeah.
seat for Williams. But
Yeah.
why the hell did Williams do that goodbye video for Franco but not for Logan? Sorry.
Literally,
What
Logan
was
was there
that?
for the majority of the
What was that?
season. Oh,
That was horrible. I can't believe they did that. I don't know who thought in their right mind that that would be okay to do. Like, if you're not going to, I know they let him go mid-season, but so they did with Daniel Ricciardo and they still gave him this farewell, whatever. And I know obviously Logan Sargent isn't as well loved and well known as Daniel Ricciardo, and he wasn't as successful in F1, obviously. But I don't know. I just think that was really horrible.
yeah.
I really didn't like that. I mean, yay for Franco, and I do like Franco. But yeah, whoever made that decision, poor decision. Because if I was Logan, I'd be crying.
Fuming.
He's doing well though
Yeah, and
in his races.
IndyCar. Forgot which one it
Yeah,
was.
he he
He won,
he
didn't he?
yeah, he won, and he's been doing some tests with them as well. So he's doing well.
He's literally like, bye
Just not in
bye.
F1.
Just not in F1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what does that say? An F1 driver goes to NASCAR and immediately wins.
Yeah.
But good for him though. But back to the Red Bull situation rumor. If I was Yuki Tsunoda and that does happen,
oh, fuming.
No, I would be right there with you, Yuki. Like, this is messed.
Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. But where is Liam Lawson? Has he not got a seat for next year yet?
I assume he's going to be staying at RB because, like, RB have not said.
Yes, no, he is. He is. So then, if he does go, so I just don't know who's gonna go where. I'm so confused because obviously Sergio might stay because Christian Horner is saying that.
Yes, he's saying he is going to stay.
And he said, but then there's rumors going around that he's not, and he's not. I don't know.
I think, what was it? Didn't Christian come out and say, like, it's his decision, it's his choice? That's because, they have this contract, so he can't come out now. But people have broken contracts before, like.
That's never stopped him before.
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Okay, Red Bull, Max Verstappen, Sergio, Mercedes. It's an advert. Mercedes, George Russell and Kimi Antonelli, Ferrari, Charles Leclerc. No, I'm not saying it. Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
I keep hearing the commentators saying his name, and I'm like, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Lewis Hamilton, McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, Alpine, Pierre Gasly and Jack Doohan, Williams, Alex Albon. I'm so bad at names. Gabriele Bortelto, and then Haas, Esteban Ocon and Ollie Behrman. So, yeah, all the seats are filled for next year.
Sauber guy. Sauber, Nico Hulkenberg and Gabriele
Bortelto.
Bortoletto.
That's it. Because in my head, I could hear them saying his name, but I couldn't say it. The words weren't coming out of my mouth right.
Bortoletto. But anyway, next to Liam Lawson, it says TBA. What does that mean?
Oh shit! It does say TBA.
So what does that mean? To be announced?
To be announced. God, guys, it's all a bit confusing.
But surely it's going to be Liam Lawson. At this point. But yeah,
all they need to do is get rid of Sergio Perez, switch it around, like I said, with Carlos Sainz going to Red Bull, leave Liam Lawson at RB. I don't think he's ready yet for the Red Bull seat.
No way. You can't be expanding his head like that.
I can't see it. I'm sorry. I think it should be Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, Carlos does it. But also, I don't know how I feel about Carlos driving for Red Bull.
No, sorry, Sammy, I don't care what you say. This is stupid because at the end of the day, would you rather see him with Red Bull or Williams? I'm sorry, we'll never ever see him on a podium next year or anywhere near at the front in a Williams.
You don't know. What if
I'm saying my predictions for next year now is that this will be the end of Carlos Sainz. And if it's not, yeah, I know. I'm not happy about saying this. But I am just going to put it out there that if this does happen, which I hope it doesn't, I really, really hope it doesn't. But what would you rather, Sammy? Williams or Red Bull? Sorry, it would be Red Bull. I would honestly kiss Christian Horner's ass if he gets him in. I literally will not say a single hateful word against that man if he brings Carlos Sainz into the Red Bull team. Sorry.
To be fair,
let bygones be bygones, Christian. Okay, come on now.
All is forgiven.
All is forgiven. Okay, everyone will love you again. No one will talk about you and your WhatsApp messages ever again if you just bring in Carlos Sainz. Please.
I'm still like, I don't know how I feel about it. But I do really like, on a selfish note, Red Bull's kit. So if Carlos starts driving for Red Bull, then I will feel absolutely no form of ashamedness. That's not a word. To buy their kit
as well. I think,
Yeah,
But
I like the Williams. I'll be a big Williams fan next year. I love Alex
oh
and I
yeah,
love Carlos, and I
yeah,
will be loving them as a team.
yeah.
But
If he does stay, yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, if he does stay, it will be the downfall of Carlos Sainz. But it's at least we know it's not his fault like it was with Daniel Ricciardo. Like Daniel Ricciardo had no one else to blame but himself. Whereas this
yeah,
isn't actually like Carlos is just he's still
Carlos
racing
is
really well, so
good.
that's the main thing.
Yeah, Carlos did not deserve. Did you see him crying in the Ferrari?
I'm not surprised.
He was
But he's
literally
been
just
with them for
crying.
4 years. Like that's a long time.
I
And I
know.
think he's had the best 4 years. And I think him and Charles are still going to remain friends, and their girlfriends are still going to be friends. Like it's all going to
Yeah.
be good.
And
They're still
Charles
going to
was
be living a
literally,
great life.
yeah, Charles was literally crying. I mean, Charles was so depressed after the race
Was he?
on Sunday because I think he, felt that immense amount of pressure from the team and on his shoulders as the kind of angel boy of Ferrari to make this happen. And I think with Lewis coming up and Lewis going to be the new kind of angel boy potential first driver for Ferrari. I mean, if they don't make him the number one driver, like what are they spending all that money on? But like
Mm,
with Lewis coming up next year, I think Charles really wanted to be able to prove himself and prove that he can do it for the team. And also, he was saying after the race that he really wanted that win for Carlos and, to prove that Carlos was a good driver and that he bought this win for Ferrari and this 4 years amounted to something. And he was so upset. And he said, like, he just, it wasn't enough and he wasn't enough. And I think, like,
that's so not true though. I know it's hard, but
yeah,
like McLaren dominated, so it was going to be
yeah.
really, really tight. And it wasn't like they were really close. I think that kind of makes it worse though, the fact that they were really close.
Yeah, I think
How
that's it.
many
And
points away were they
they
in
were
the end?
literally, well, so before the race started, there was 20 points between them. But obviously, Lando being in first place, like that would have got him 20 points. So with Lando staying in first place, that is what got them the win. Without Lando in first place and Oscar having been booted down to the bottom of the grid, there was a potential. And there was a point, I think, Charles was like over the radio was like, "Oh, as we are, do we lose? As we are, do we lose?" And the engineer was like, "As we are, yes, we lose, but the race isn't over yet, Charles." And he was
Yeah,
like, "Okay."
yeah.
Um,
No, it is
so
sad. It is sad.
it's
But
it's I mean, as a Ferrari fan, I was heartbroken to see Charles look so sad. And even on such like a happy like occasion, because really like he still got third, like an incredible podium, my favorite podium, those three. I want to see them up
yeah,
there all day, every day. But I just was really upset for him. But I do agree with you. McLaren absolutely deserved where they were and they did dominate.
yeah. I think they definitely deserve that win.
Hmm.
And they haven't won since 1998.
Yeah,
So
26 years. I was born in 1998 and we haven't seen McLaren through my whole lifetime. And now I have.
now you have.
Now I
I
have.
wasn't born. I wasn't
Wow.
even near close to being born. 2 years.
Damn.
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 What did you have you ever worked out when you were conceived from when your birthday was? 'Cause mine's New Year's and my parents were actually in Dubai.
No way.
Yeah.
Um,
So they must have had a great New Year's in Dubai.
wow, they must have done. I have
And
not. I was born in June.
so because I was conceived in Dubai, my name was going to be starting with a D. So if I was a boy, I was going to be called Daniel.
Daniel,
Yeah, Daniel
Ricardo.
Ricciardo. But I can't remember the name my mum said she was going to call me that began with D, but I don't think I liked it, what she said. But anyway,
But they didn't go with that whole D idea in the end.
no, no. They picked Jess. I don't know where Jess came from, but
Well, I would have been conceived in September.
that's when I was born. So September's a great month.
Okay.
That was a great. It must have been the summer air. The end of summer's coming round. Summer air. Your parents, getting home in summer. Sorry. Anyway, oh, my mum's friend was in Abu Dhabi watching the race. She sent me
No way.
Yeah. Because we were just chatting away. I had a bath after the race when you left,
Nice.
and
yeah, we haven't even mentioned that you did an amazing spread of a watch party at your new flat. Oh, I've got the picture. Yeah, I have got a picture. Look at the amazing spread that Jess made for us.
So my little watch party.
Ooh.
Oh. No.
Ta-da! You can see my ring light.
You can't see. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Yeah. Got some camembert going in there. We've got some brie. We had some olives. We had some grapes. Yeah.
Delicious.
With the
it was
ham.
really good.
And
look at us,
we had a great old time.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, so I was having a bath after, and I sent it to my mum, and then we were just chatting, and then she was like, what have you been doing? And I was like, oh, we're watching the last race. She's like, where is it? I was like, Abu Dhabi. And she went, oh, I wondered why Alex was in Abu Dhabi. Her sister lives there or something, or a family member lives there. And then just casually sent my mum this.
No.
On the racetrack.
Insane.
Alex, like, insane. I was like, you just gonna casually send that to me and not, like, I don't think anyone realizes how amazing that would have been to go there for the last race of the season.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, amazing. That's gonna be us.
Pretty iconic.
That's gonna be us. We're gonna be there one year.
Yeah, we need to start saving up. So maybe in 2027.
Yeah, maybe in 2027.
I think they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
And to stay there, yeah. We'd have to, like, pre-book.
Well, yeah.
New year.
For 2027.
Yeah. No, not kidding. Like, not kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what other things did we want to? We not really talk much about the race,
really
but
talked about the race, but I can't really remember what. So who DNF'd? It was Sergio Perez.
Yeah, Perez, Calapinto.
He DNF'd quite early, which was sad for him.
Bottas.
Yeah, that really hurt that one.
No, that one really
Bottas
killed
and Kevin,
because this is his last race.
Franco, who else? They're not racing for next year, so they hit hard. That hit hard.
Yeah, that hit really hard.
That made me really sad. And when they were going through, I was saying when they were, when they go through the track on the back of the
bus thingy,
tractor, bus, and they're waving, and anyway, they're interviewing. Sky Sports are interviewing Lewis Hamilton, and then I was just looking at the background, looking at everyone else, and Valtteri's just standing there with the can in hand, just taking it all in. Really, like, wow, this is the it. Because I don't think that, I think that's it now for his F1 career, and it's really upsetting.
I know, it's really sad.
He's such an icon in Formula One, and he was Lewis Hamilton's teammate with Mercedes for how many years? It was quite a long time. So it's sad. It's really sad to see him go.
Did you see his helmet for the race? So his helmet said on it, like, what's next? And I haven't fact checked this, but I saw a TikTok of him, like, being interviewed by someone, and the journalist was like, oh, so Valtteri, like, your helmet says what's next, and that's obviously a great cause, like, it's raising money. And he was like, yeah, so it's raising money for families who have been suddenly affected by unemployment.
Yeah. And then the look of, like, side eye to everyone, like, yeah.
And is that accurate? Like, is that actually accurate? Because I think that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, it came from his mouth. I saw it. So I don't know. I know what he was doing there, but he's
so funny.
It was sad to see him go. And Kevin Magnussen, I'm going to miss some of his driving.
Oh, so sad.
Honestly, iconic. But talking of Haas, and that's reminded me, Nico Hülkenberg got P4, and I was in qualifying,
I was
And
like,
I was so
what?
no,
I was
in
literally like
qualifying.
about to freak out. I think,
And I was so
Hamilton did.
excited, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." And yeah, got
But he
I
got
think
8.
he got P8, but I genuinely had a little bit of hope, just that little bit of hope, like maybe he could get on the
Yeah,
podium, just maybe.
imagine. And
Um,
when we did that episode recently of him, and he'd got that pole position that one time in qualifying, and he was so happy and so little.
I know that was years ago. When I did my history episodes, that was ages ago. But yeah, I know he's never won, and it's really sad. But I don't think we're going to see it next year from him either. I think it's going to be kind of the repeat of this year. But I'm sad to see his relationship with Kevin Magnussen. They went from enemies to lovers, literally. And yeah, it's really sad to see Kevin go. I'm actually gonna miss him, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
miss him too. Did you see what his wife said down the mic at the
yes,
end? So his wife, I
yes,
can't remember like verbatim, but she said like, congratulations,
since
and
on
me
your
and the
last
girls
race.
are gonna, yeah,
Can't wait to have
like,
you at home.
yeah.
Come
Oh,
home. Me and the girls can't wait for you to come home. Oh
no,
my God, because they
break
must
my
miss so
heartstrings.
much. Like especially when you have kids,
Uh,
you must miss so much. And I do feel for the wives who have children with an F1,
mm,
with drivers and people who travel everywhere. Even the commentators, like they're going with them as well. Like it's everyone in that industry. They must miss out on so much, but they're doing what they love, so
yeah,
can't complain really. Yeah, but
yeah.
Kevin Magnussen, he on his helmet, he dedicated his helmet to his family and had it with his
Oh,
daughters, and he said, "To sit with my daughter on the grid was a big deal. She won't be able to remember it when she grows up, but I will."
oh,
So really sad. But his daughter's so
so
cute.
cute.
Oh,
Her
so
little
cute.
dances
Yeah,
in the garage, so cute.
very
Did you see Joe's helmet had little Polaroids all over it, and then one was to Bottas and their little teammate, and they
yeah,
got clapped down like the
yeah.
whole of the
I would
team.
find that very ironic. If I was one of them, I'd be like, "Why are you all clapping me? Because you're all getting rid of me. Like you're all getting rid of me.
You're
Like
like
what are you doing?" Like
two-faced.
I'd be like, "Don't clap at me. You don't want me here next year. You don't think I'm good enough." Like I would be well offended. Like I don't know how they could be so sportsmanlike about it, because I
Yeah.
definitely would not take it like that. I'd be fuming.
And Joe's been like so lovely and like optimistic and happy about
Yeah.
like I'm like, how he's
He's
such a
very
nice
optimistic. I
guy.
love his manifestation. Let's hope he comes back for 2026, because that's what he's been saying. He's like, "This ain't done. I'm not done."
Yeah, I'm not
So fingers
dumb.
crossed. But I didn't know how good of a relationship Valtteri and Joe had. I've since obviously their now departure from Formula One, they're all of the videos and everyone saying how good of a teammates they were and how they got on really well and they were really good friends. I had no idea about that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
I
we
didn't
didn't
know.
speak about it this year, and obviously haven't watched other seasons, so I just haven't got to know their relationship. So it's kind of sad seeing how close they were, and I was like, oh, I wish I kind of knew that.
Yeah,
I just didn't
yeah.
know.
I didn't I didn't see a lot of their social content. I feel like in previous years I've watched a lot of like the team's different social content, and that's how I know, like Carlos and Lando are such good friends, and Carlos and Charles's social stuff is really funny.
Yeah,
Um I've not seen a lot of Kik Sauber's social stuff, so
yeah,
yeah, it's nice to know. It's very cute. I'm interested to see Alex and Carlos, because I don't think there's a person on this earth that can't get on with either of those two human beings.
I think they'll get
So
on really
they'll
well.
be really cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for their content. That would be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. Um,
But I want to talk about Alpine as well.
yeah.
Um,
Ugh, the
I
bastards.
still, yeah, I know. I really just knowing that Ocon made a helmet specifically to dedicate it to
to the
Alpine and the win that they had in
and
where
say
was it?
thank you.
Well, not the win, but the P1 and P2 and P3 they had. And
Recently.
and I don't know, when I found that out, I really was like, wow, that hit. That also hit hard.
Yeah.
And I felt quite bad for him actually, because I wasn't really thinking about
Yeah.
it before, but I was like, no, that's really bad.
It's
To
well
kind of
bad.
kick him out of the last race when he had a whole helmet made. Like,
And he
that's
wasn't
not
expecting
nice.
it. He was
That's
not
not nice.
expecting it.
I really didn't like that. So that's sad, but at least he can be like, well, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Was it Brazil? Yeah, it was Brazil.
Where did Alpine and Haas come in the constructors? Because obviously Ocon's going to Haas next year.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to see if he'll end up being better.
In the constructors, Alpine came 6th and Haas came 7th.
So it was close. But I think if they didn't get that P2 and P3, they wouldn't have beaten Haas. No way.
Nah, they were doing awful.
No
I
way.
mean, there was only so Haas got 58 points and Alpine got 65.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, those points compared to McLaren's 660.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And Kik Sauber only got 4.
Well, yeah, and that was due to Joe, and they're getting rid of him. It's like, what the hell?
Well, I don't think 4's very good.
No, it's not, but at least he got something. Like, come on. It's just terrible. But
yeah, I don't really. I mean, I am sad. I'm sad. I'm here for the narrative. I think they're very nice guys, but they're not the two I'm saddest about.
But I understand that, but it still hurts.
It hurts. Valtteri hurts a bit more.
Yeah. I saw this post and I thought it was quite interesting. It's about Pierre Gasly. So 10th in the drivers' standings, helped Alpine earn an extra 10 million, and 9 points finishes and 1 podium and £0 worth of car damage.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done.
Really good for him. I think he deserves a pay rise for next year.
They should do like a separate award for that. Like, isn't that called something? The Destructors, I think it's called the Destructors Championship, that like coined online, and Gasly's like winning the Destructors Championship because he's destructed like £0. So I think they should make that a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. The skill to have to not have any damage throughout the whole season is crazy. And Piastri was the only driver to race every single race of the season.
Yeah, joining like Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher in this list of big names to have done that. Well done, Oscar.
They also were filming the end of the new Brad Pitt Formula 1.
Oh my God, hilarious.
I just think that's insane. Like, they had their own garage, their own cars,
and a little fake podium with Charles and George.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Like, they had to fake that. I'm sorry, but I would have jumped at that opportunity. If my PA was coming to me, be like, they want someone in, they need to do a fake podium, I'd be right on that. Yeah. I'd be right on that.
I thought that was so funny.
I can't wait for this film. But I just can't believe they were allowed so much access.
I know, yeah, it's cool. Well, they had Lewis Hamilton's a producer on it, so I think
that definitely helps.
Yeah, the access.
That definitely helps, but I would just feel so in the way. Ted was interviewing him before the race, Brad Pitt, and he was like, at the start I was too scared to be in anyone's way, but it's just, he said now everyone's so chill and it's just such a good environment, and he's now a fan. So I think it's good. And Adele was speaking about how she's now a fan.
Yeah, I love that from Adele.
A lot of people are coming into it.
As they should.
Now, as they should.
It's really good.
It's very interesting, and it's not always just. This is what I'm trying to explain to Kieran, my boyfriend, who really doesn't get it. but it's like it's not just about the race. Like there's so much more to it. And once you learn about that, it makes it even more interesting, and you realise how much skill these drivers and these
100%.
engineers have to have. Like it's so intense what they do, and just so
100%.
amazing. So I think it's been a
good
really
entertainment.
good season.
Really good
good,
season.
so good.
Did you want to talk any more about the race, or did we want to finish it up? Because I have a finishing up question.
You have a Oh, well, we do need to talk about obviously Lewis.
Yes, I was going to say. Oh, Lewis.
Like,
okay, I'm sorry.
I said, let's Lewis, it's hammer time for the last time.
I know.
And they got very emotional. He had pictures
really
with his wife
emotional.
crying, as he should. As
I
would
thought
too.
I was really emotional about the Lewis thing, and I know, like, I think there is a lot to say that he has been at the team for, what is it, 12 years? How longer? Really long time. This is a big step, and obviously, if he wasn't in the state that he's in, he would not leave. And I think the team have really mismanaged him leaving, and I am sad about that. And did you see that Toto was like, oh, if we can't win races, you should?
Yeah.
And it is upsetting. It is really emotional.
No, it is. And the video as well, the goodbye video.
By your grace, you came and saved me.
In the rain, it's the morning.
We love it.
Emosh.
Really emotional.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Like, it's sad, but I can't wait. It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be
good.
Weird.
It's gonna be so weird when I see him in red for the first time.
Oh my god! I forgot to say, but so I had no idea they did this, but they, Enzo Ferrari, obviously, OG. Michael Schumacher, when he was racing with Ferrari, lived in Enzo Ferrari.
That's fake news. Apparently, it's fake news that Lewis is going to live in his house. Yeah, it's fake news.
How do you know it's fake news?
Because I saw that too, and I got all freaked out and read the comments, and apparently it's fake.
Oh, I so need to be careful. I trust things. As soon as I see them, I'm like, what? Because I was like, no, that can't be real. And then they said they gave it to Michael Schumacher, and he's the second driver to ever be given Enzo Ferrari's mansion to live in whilst he works for Ferrari.
I think apparently it's fake news. Should we read it? Lewis Hamilton clarifies Ferrari rumours after Enzo Ferrari F1 base privilege talk. Lewis Hamilton confirmed he will not be living in Enzo Ferrari's house and said it was never in the discussion when he was negotiating. But was it true that
Michael Schumacher lived there? Is that true? At least.
Not confirmed. Anyway. But there's loads of things saying Michael Schumacher privilege gifted to Lewis. Michael Schumacher. Yeah. Fake news. Fake news.
Okay. All right. But with George and Lewis at the end, George won 3 races, Lewis won 2. George had 14 podiums, Lewis had 20. George had 5 poles and Lewis had 1, and they ended with George had 695 points and Lewis had 697 points.
Oh.
So yeah, Lewis only finished with 2 more points than George Russell during their time as Mercedes teammates.
We were really pushing for Lewis to overtake in that race. That was a big moment. We wanted him to get that fourth.
And he did it. Yeah, George gave that position because he wanted it to be like a farewell goodbye.
I don't think George gave it to him though.
I heard that he was quite happy to do it though.
I think he was happy for Lewis to take him, but I don't think he gave it to him. I don't think he just
No, but
gave it to him.
No, but at the end of it, he's like, I think that was a good thing that happened.
Yeah,
a good,
definitely.
Farewell for Lewis, and he did his little wheelies.
Yeah, and did you see wheelies? Did you see George's helmet too, with the cute little time flies image, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I loved their final helmets.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love that that's a thing. I think it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Do they get to keep their helmets? I'm guessing they do.
I reckon so. Unless they sell it to like private collectors, which I mean,
they could
definitely
sell it to, like,
happens because
charities and
yeah,
things like
auction
that,
it off and stuff. Yeah,
Mm.
defo.
Yeah. But in other motorsport news, who won F2 championship?
Shall I Google it?
I think it was the guy who's going to Alpine.
Oh yeah, Bortoletto wins driver's title.
So we've got an F2 champion joining F1. I bet he's so excited.
I bet he's so excited.
Great for Alpine because also, what's her name? Abby Pulling won the F1 Academy. I can't talk. F1 Academy Championship in Abu Dhabi. And she drives Alpine.
Oh, Abby Pulling, yeah.
Yeah, so they're
she
having
she drives for Robin Motorsport. But yeah.
Is that not? She's wearing an Alpine outfit.
No, so she's sponsored by Alpine because every Formula One team sponsors an F1 Academy driver, but then like the F1 Academy team that she drives for
but the car's literally the same. You'd think that was Alpine.
Yeah,
well, you have no idea what team they're actually called.
Yeah.
From looking at that.
Oh, well done, Abby.
Yeah,
I think
but anyway,
she was,
well done, Abby.
Yeah, I think she was doing really well. I think when we last checked.
She's British.
She's what? British?
She's British.
God save her.
Anyway. So yeah, it's looking so good for us Brits. Honestly, it's looking so good for McLaren. Woking fans were
Woking
through the roof.
Woking has never had such a highlight.
They look like I thought they'd have more people in that room, to be fair.
Why weren't we there? Is the big question.
Well, maybe because we don't live in Woking.
Nah, I don't reckon all those people were from Woking.
Yeah, they were specially invited.
Yeah, especially fans. No, they were McLaren's based in Woking.
Yeah, and those people were from Woking, probably.
No, I don't think they were.
Really?
No. I thought they were just like McLaren fans invited to come and watch in Woking. Anyway, or they're the people that work there.
Like they were having fun in Woking.
Having a great time.
Imagine being in their office after they've won that. I know it's not nowhere near the same as being in Abu Dhabi, but it must have been so fun.
Yeah, must have been
so fun. Do you think they've all got did you all think they have Monday off? Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
Cool.
What they got to do now? Take a break. Surely, like this is when you take all your annual leave.
I don't think so. Not for the people in the Woking office.
Yeah.
No, the engineers. No.
Lots to do.
So. Literally next year now. It's literally straight into
2026.
Well, they may have a break till Christmas. After the New Year. But yeah, I think it's pretty quick for everyone else.
Pretty quick turnaround. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. I bring round March. March couldn't come quickly enough.
So it's in Australia, and I'd be more excited if we got the F175
tickets.
Yeah,
but did you see that Max was like while he was gaming got asked like, what do you know about F175? And he was like, what's that? I have no idea.
I don't know.
So it's kind of made me feel less bad.
Yeah, but they probably it's probably because it's ages away.
Maybe, yeah.
But they're all gonna go. They have to. I'm sorry. Could you imagine getting those tickets and then they're not actually there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuming.
But still, it's sad we didn't get tickets. So if anyone,
I know.
Has a box.
Has some free tickets.
Just have two. Look, we're so skinny. We just take up tiny little. We're that speck of dust. We turn up.
Speak for yourself.
No, we are literally specks of dust.
I'm at least 4 specks of dust.
Shove us in the corner. I don't want free drinks. Just let me in the box. Let me in there.
Yeah, and we'll sit quiet as a mouse.
Corner, and we won't make a fuss. We won't even speak 2 words to you. Just let me in there. And that's it.
Yes.
But anyway, right.
Who do you think's going to win next year?
Are we doing predictions already? I thought this was going to be before March race.
Well, yeah, but right now
Okay.
at this moment, at the end of the season, who do you think's going to win next year?
Just completely like off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think Lando will win the drivers.
Yeah.
I think that's coming. I think he's learnt a lot from this year. So I'd say that. And then because I think Lando will win the drivers, I would hope that McLaren would also win the constructors again. Hopefully. But do you know what I would love to see? Like love.
What?
If Carlos Sainz just dominates.
Yeah.
Absolutely dominates. Gets on with the car. If he is going to Williams, hopefully he's not. But if he does, like just gets on with the car so well, and they just like all of a sudden make so much money, and then Williams are like dominating like they used to.
Yeah.
And then, I think that'd be really good for us Brits. Really good.
What, because of Carlos?
No, because Williams.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. I hope that happens. I think who's going to win next year? I hope Lando wins next year.
Really? I didn't expect you to say that.
Well, I think he will after this year's. Like, I think Lando will. Well, okay. I think Lando will win next year.
But who do you want to win?
Well, I think that would be nice if Lando wins.
Okay.
I would like Lando to win. I would like Charles to win, but I don't think that's necessarily realistic.
So random.
Yeah, well, not really. He was second last last year. But yeah, I think it would be. I don't think it's necessarily in the cards for the boy yet. But I think Lando will win, and then the year after, skipping ahead.
Okay.
I want Lewis to win at Ferrari.
Yeah, I think so. I was just going to say that as well, because I think he really needs that 8th world. I don't think he'll retire
until he gets it.
And this is why he made the jump to Ferrari. So I hope it pays off.
That's what I mean.
But
yeah.
Could you imagine if Mercedes, could you imagine if the car next year is
implodes?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously it just hasn't been working for Lewis. But I don't know. Plus, who's the Mercedes driver again? The second one, George Russell and
Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, I still am a bit confused why Mercedes picked an F2 driver if they've just to replace someone like Lewis Hamilton with an F2 driver. I think that's quite a bold move.
Yeah, they really wanted to open. Pray for Kimi. They really wanted to open up that new seat for young blood, young talent, but it was a bold move, and I hope this pays off for Lewis, the jump to Ferrari.
Yeah.
I would like to say maybe Lando win and then Ferrari win the constructors, but I don't think that that will happen because obviously for Lando to win and for Oscar to do
Oscar's
okay.
Oscar's good as well. So
yeah, it's not like a Sergio situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting times.
Exciting.
But thank you for joining us along the way on this exciting journey, our first season doing the podcast.
First season. Woo! It's been fun.
It's been good.
What's been your highlights?
Going to the F1 exhibition was really good.
That was good, yeah.
What about you?
My highlight was the start of this season when I watched my first ever race.
Oh, and we should go when the first race of the season. We're going to queue up at the F1 arcade. Get there early.
Get there early.
Get there really early.
Yeah, we will.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for watching.
Or listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.